Hey guys, this is Cave. Oh my goodness, so much has happened in the last 10 years. We've had this tension building and building and building. We can hardly contain it. We've had acts, we've had taxes, we've had massacres. Oh my! And let us not forget the tea parties. Anyway, this tension started, if you remember, because the colonies, they want a little freedom, they want some independence, and they want to be treated like all the citizens over in England. Well, Parliament in England, what they want is some money because they need to protect the colonies. They fought the super long war with France, and you know what? Daddy needs a fancy pair of velvet shoes with a buckle. Anyway, so this tension finally explodes, quite literally, in April of 1775 at Lexington and Concord. It's called the Shot Heard Round the World. World. Anyway, if you remember, the colonies agreed that they were going to meet again after sending a letter to King George demanding that he fixes this tension going on between the colonies and Parliament. So the colonies met again. This time it's called the Second Continental Congress. Number one, because it was a meeting. That's Congress. Two, Continental, of the American continent. And three, because second is the second one. Anyway, 1775, May, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. What the Second Continental Congress did is they managed the war effort and they moved towards independence. If you remember, the theme, the tone of the First Continental Congress was, let's compromise, let's make a deal. Not this time. It was how we're going to win and the fact that they were going to win. They created a Continental Army with George Washington at its lead. The Second Continental Congress ran the colonies for about 6.5 years, and they ran it just like a national government. While they were meeting, they sent their reasons for fighting to Parliament in July of 1775. A few days later, they sent what they called an olive branch treaty to King George, trying to get him to maybe slow this whole thing down. You know what? Parliament, King George, England wasn't having it. The way they saw it is the colonies were acting like a bunch of brats, and they were going to punish the colonies like they were a bunch of brats. Peace.